Arrowhead, I love my golden arrowhead. I don't think you heard me. I said arrowhead.
Hey guys, how are you doing? Well, it is May 26, 2026. Wow, I like how that sounds. May 26, 2026, and Guyana is celebrating 60 years as an independent nation. Can you believe that? 60 years as an independent nation. And we're very, very, very proud of our country, of our birth. Or, like I like to tell everybody, I'm very proud of where my navel string was buried. Yes. And I'm happy to be back home because there's so much that has happened over the last 15 years. Because guess what? We're celebrating 15 years also as Fabulous Homes International Guyana this year. But actually, our anniversary is in August. But we are celebrating all year. We are celebrating all year 2026. So back to Guyana, celebrating 60 years of independence. Guys, are you proud to be Guyanese? Well, there's so much that we would like to do, and there's so much potential here in our beautiful country. And I hope you guys are tapping in to whichever aspect of this potential that you can develop individually or as a group, or as there's a lot of folks that are coming back home or are looking for ways to invest in our beautiful country. And guys, I think this is the opportune moment to do just that. So don't go nowhere. We have a few things to talk about as we go through this episode of Guyana at 60. But it's kind of like two-part because we're going to do, we're also celebrating our 15th year anniversary here. And to tell you guys the truth, I can't believe how this time just flew by just like that. It just went by just like that. So could you imagine if we don't watch or we're not intentional about the next 15 years or the next 60 years, what can happen just by a blink of an eye? So let's get right into it.
Fireworks lighting up Fort Island as we celebrate our 60th independence anniversary.
Hey, this is your fancy vehicle and that is your house?
Yes, this is my vehicle and actually I'm waiting on my land. I'm actually renting this house for $50,000.
$50,000? You hell bro, you crazy, you mad, you head no good. Why look, let me show you the light. Come with me.
Come down to Fabulous Homes today. Pay $50,000 every month for 36 months or until you reach 50% of your house costs. Move in after 75% of the cost has been paid.
This is wonderful. Let's go. Sign me up.
All right, let me go and dash where your landlord.
Hey, Chinese, thanks, man. Thanks a lot.
You got through?
Yeah.
Check out our Facebook page via Fabulous Homes International Guyana, or come down to our satellite office at 48 Rob Street, Lazydown, Georgetown. You can also schedule a viewing while there to visit our beautiful developing community, Avalon at Friendship on the East Bank. Call us at 592-615-8740 or 592-645-0151, or email us at info@fabuloushomesinternational.com. You can also visit us online at Fabulous Homes International or fabuloushomesinternationalguyana.com. At Fabulous Homes International, we build dreams one home at a time.
Arrowhead, I love my golden arrowhead. I don't think you heard me. I said arrowhead.
All right, so this month, May, of course, we're celebrating all month. We have run out several challenges. And of course, we're a little overwhelmed. We must say that, a little overwhelmed by everything that we saw written up by young people, middle-aged folks, older, well, we don't like to say older folks, but, the more advanced young people in age and so on. We kicked it off first with the Young People Challenge, and that brought out, questions about, tell us about Avalon, why you would actually come live with us here in this community and so on. And the responses was overwhelming. I promise you guys, I have posted up some on the different platforms, and I wish I could share all of that with you, but maybe at another date or maybe another forum. But if you go to our Facebook page, you could go to the Young People Challenge. And of course, we were going to pick one winner for that challenge. And there were so many responses, we didn't even know which to pick. So we made it about, who got the most engagements, comments, likes, shares, feedback, that kind of thing. And that's how we were able to narrow it down. But we still couldn't narrow it down to one. We had to narrow it down to 5 winners. Yeah, a little special across here. So so instead of one winner, we had 5. And congratulations to every one of you, every last one of you that participated in that challenge. We are very, very grateful. I always say my heart is warm because I am so grateful to learn about what you guys are thinking out there. Even though some of you may have used AI, yes, we know we could pick it up. We could have picked up some of it. But if there wasn't any information out there for AI to pick up, then you would not have anything to write about. But some of you merged that with your own thoughts, and that was really exceptional. And we are thankful, we're grateful for that. And I am looking forward to one day have you guys right here in Avalon as one of our neighbors. I am looking forward to that day. I actually am. And then we had the next few challenges that are currently ongoing. The credit challenge, of course, we're going to pick a few winners this weekend again. And of course, the really big one, which is the jingle competition. That one, you could make a 30-second to a 3-minute video on a jingle that you're going to create that is very engaging. I want you guys to share and make sure you're tagging us on our page so we could get to see the jingle, because remember, we have to pick a winner this month end, and that is right around the corner. So I want you guys to get involved. I've seen some already, and I've seen some really good ones. So this is going to be very, very, very difficult once again to pick one winner, but let's see how all of this goes. For those of you that are doing the 5-day challenge, tell us everything that you know about Avalon and so on. Of course, those credit is going to be coming once we pick 1 or 2 or 3 of the winners. But I would advise you guys to go do a little bit more research, because some of you are constantly, I see like most of your questions, maybe you have 3 out of 4 right, or 2 out of 3 right, or one of those things. just make sure you check your information to ensure that you're sending in the right answers, because there's plenty of credits and other consolation prizes and stuff up for grabs. But this month has been exceptional. And you know, the goal at the end of the rainbow really is to get you guys to one of these beautiful homes in Avalon. And a lot of you had questions like, how do I get there? Like, what do I need to do in order to qualify? How do I become a resident of Avalon? Well, it's quite simple actually. The program that we run here is an income program. So guess what? Your income is taken into consideration when deciding whether or not you can qualify. So this is the main requirements. We need you to be working for at least 2 years. Yes, 2 years with verifiable income. That's verifiable income in the field that you're currently in, or maybe some complementary field that you've been in. And we must have either pay slip, the last two pay slip, or the last two pay stub, or a job letter if you're currently working for an employer. If you are self-employed, then we will need your business registration and the last 2 years income statement, or your business registration and your last 2 years bank statement if you don't have, income statements. And we will then consider your income to see what it is that you qualify for. Once you can qualify, that means that after you're finished paying all of your expenses on a monthly basis, all of it, rent, food, transportation, miscellaneous, all of it, you have at least 50 to 100,000 Guyana dollars remaining, or for those of you that are overseas, between 250 US to 500 US dollars monthly to put towards your homeownership program. Apart from that, we will need just your 2 forms of government issued ID, proof of your address where you're currently living right now, and a copy of your TIN certificate. And that's it. We are not going to make this here complicated. We like to know that what you're doing, you're getting into something that you can do it. Because guess what? There are a couple of hundreds of people that has passed this way before you that have done it. So if they could do it, so can you. Avalon, however, is our pilot project, which is at Friendship on the East Bank. Because remember, this program did not begin in Avalon. Avalon came about as a result of the need of so many that wanted a piece of land and a house together. And that program became a necessity for so many of you because, you needed to build right away and maybe land wasn't easily accessible. So you ended up in Avalon. So guys, whether you're building on your own land or whether you're building with us in Avalon, there is a way for you to get to your very own home using one of our programs that we have right here at Fabulous Homes International Guyana. And like I always tell every one of you, we have absolutely nothing to prove to anybody anymore. We don't. We really don't.
This gal from America, it's your first time in Guyana. She says she want to feel nice, like sugar and spice. Says she want some music, I give her Guyanese music. She want it all night. She said play me all night when I give her the ding dong cricket, in she cricket, 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 ding dong cricket, hey you cricket, 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 hey you cricket, ding dong cricket, army cricket, ding dong cricket, army. It makes you feel good, it makes you feel nice, it makes you say ooh, it makes you say ah, it makes you feel good, it makes you feel nice, it makes you say ooh, it makes you say ah. All them buyer, juke the cricket, you come the wine up the cricket, ding dong cricket, hey you cricket, ding dong cricket, hey you cricket. All them buyer, juke the center, keep a corner, stay a corner, keep a corner, never to pass, keep a corner. Because it makes you feel good, it makes you feel nice, it makes you say ooh, it makes you say ah, it makes you feel good, it makes you feel nice, it makes you say ooh, it makes you say ah.
Hey, this is your fancy vehicle and door is your house?
Yes, this is my vehicle, and actually I'm waiting on my land. I'm actually renting this house for $50,000.
$50,000? You had more? You crazy? You mad? You have no good? Why you why look? Let me show you the light. Come with me.
Come on down to Fabulous Homes today. Pay $50,000 every month for 36 months or until you reach 50% of your house costs. Move in after 75% of the cost has been paid.
This is wonderful. Let's go. Sign me up.
Alright, let me go and dash away your landlord.
Hey, Chinese, thanks, man. Thanks a lot.
You got through?
Yeah.
Check out our Facebook page by Fabulous Homes International Guyana, or come down to our satellite office at 48 Rob Street, Lazydown, Georgetown. You can also schedule a viewing while there to visit our beautiful developing community, Avalon at Friendship on the East Bank. Call us at 592-615-8740 or 592-645-0151, or email us at info@fabuloushomesinternational.com. You can also visit us online at Fabulous Homes International or fabuloushomesinternationalguyana.com. At Fabulous Homes International, we build dreams one home at a time.
Arrowhead. I don't think you heard me. I said Arrowhead.
All right, so for all of my overseas-based Guyanese, I know y'all are here because y'all come for Carnival and y'all come for all these parties that are going on. It's been going on from quite some time now, from about the 15th or 16th of the month. And I know y'all come and full joy yourself because Guyana is the place. Like, when it comes to the parties, we are top notch. We sure are. And a lot of you are going to need a place to stay while you're here. So we are making available units that you can rent out. Short term or long term, we're doing that, but you're going to do it unfurnished or furnished, but we are more leaning towards furnished. So if you're thinking about having a really nice community or a nice home to call home for maybe a month, 2 months, or maybe a year or two, then we have units available in Avalon that you can reach out to us via email, info@fabuloushomeinternational.com. And we are going to make that available to all of you. You don't have to be Guyanese also. You could be a country from another, from another country, should we say, or another nationality, but you're interested in a long-term apartment or maybe short-term, reach out to us. We'll be happy to assist you get to a place that you will really enjoy living at. All right, so I'm looking forward to seeing you guys check in on the units that are available very shortly.
Arrowhead. I love my golden arrowhead. I don't think you heard me. I said Arrowhead.
When we got into the market, we said that here we're going to make home ownership affordable and accessible to the masses, even though that was not our niche. We like luxury, we like high-end real estate, we like mansions, we like the big, luxurious life. That is what we like. However, in the Guyana market, we had to tailor everything that we did down to what we currently are doing right now, which we call luxury on a budget, to help the average guy, the average girl, or let's say the 95 to 98% that probably would have never gotten to a home, get to a home using one of our programs. And for many of you, if you're not familiar with the programs, of course, we do have them on the website, fabuloushomesinternationalguyana.com or FHIGY.com, or go to the platform cityofavalongy.com. Go there and learn about the programs. The most popular one is the layaway program, the layaway to your own home, or the box to your own home program. We have option program that doesn't come with a monthly payment. So you basically can do 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 different lump sum payment and you're done paying all together for good. But if not, and you cannot do big lump sum payment, then you do monthly payments that still gets you to your home. And there is proof of people who have done the exact thing and they have gotten to their same home. And whether they're across Guyana or come to Avalon, you'll see tons of folks who have used one of these programs to get to their very own home. And we're not just talking about it. We've actually done it. We've used the program to help those people get to their home. And guess what? You could be one of those people too. Spaces are limited though. So if you're planning to do that anytime soon, you'll need to hurry up. All right. So on to the next, of course. August is normally a big anniversary month. That is the big month that we celebrate our anniversary every single year. But since we're celebrating 15 years this year, we choose to just celebrate all year instead of just celebrating just in August. So
Hey, this is your fancy vehicle and that is your house?
Yes, this is my vehicle, and actually I'm waiting on my land. I'm actually renting this house for $50,000.
$50,000? You help you crazy, you mad, you have no good. Why you look, let me show you the light. Come with me.
Come on down to Fabulous Homes today. Pay $50,000 every month for 36 months or until you reach 50% of your house costs. Move in after 75% of the cost has been paid.
This is wonderful. Let's go. Sign me up.
Alright, let me go and dash you your landlord.
Hey, Chinese, thanks, man. Thanks a lot.
You got through?
Yeah.
Check out our Facebook page via Fabulous Homes International Guyana, or come down to our satellite office at 48 Rob Street, Lazydown, Georgetown. You can also schedule a viewing while there to visit our beautiful developing community, Avalon at Friendship on the East Bank. Call us at 592-615-8740 or 592-645-0151, or email us at info@fabuloushomeinternational.com. You can also visit us online at Fabulous Homes International or fabuloushomeinternationalguyana.com. At Fabulous Homes International, we build dreams one home at a time.
hey guys, this piece, of course, we're gonna put it as a teaser to Invest Avalon, Invest Avalon. And this is from the joint venture perspective. Avalon is a beautiful pre-developing community right here on the East Bank at Friendship. We're the last entrance before you get into Garden of Eden. This community is scheduled to have over 1,500 residents that are also part of a huge mixed-use community. So it's not just residential, it's commercial, it's a little bit of everything. What we like to call eat, work, and play. So to think about this initiative is not about thinking, oh my God, could I lose? No, how can I win by joining forces with a storm that has already taken over Guyana? That's how you look at Avalon. Go to the platform, the cityofavalongy.com. That's the cityofavalongy.com. Learn about what we're doing. And we're not just talking about it. There are residents here. There are tons of other residents that are going to be joining this community because they're part of our home ownership platform. There is our first mall that we've built here that shares what we like to call plenty of shared spaces for whatever business that is going to benefit the community as a whole. The supermarket is here, just need to be taken over by one of our co-investors. There are so many opportunities that are here because we are so tucked away in the middle of the East Bank corridor. We're next door to the highway and next door to all the other amenities that our residents can get to right now, even before they become available here in Avalon. I want you to get excited about this opportunity and email us for more information. That's info@fabuloushomeinternational.com. Put attention co-investor, and let's get 2026 going because we're working towards our 2030 finish date, and we would love to have you on board as a co-investor.
Look down from your window, no big city lights, just greenery. I don't know what you come for. Listen up, my dear, we're such a man free. Welcome to the land of many faces, not one, not two, but 6 different races. You know when the sun kisses your skin, you're in the right place. Guyana, oh, that's my beautiful country. One people, one nation, one destiny.
Until August, we're going to have tons of promotions, challenges. I mean, stay glued to our page because there's so much for you to get involved in. There's so much for you to gain. I would like some of you to refer your friends and family, get involved in the program, start one of these homeownership programs, or maybe start a program to your land. Remember, this process doesn't just happen overnight because this is not a big, this is not some scheme of some sort where folks are trying to talk you into doing something you don't want to do. This is a program that at the end of it, you're either going to walk away with a piece of land or you're going to walk away with a house and land together. The house might be a 2-bedroom home, 3-bedroom, 3.5, 4, 5. One of these things you are going to walk with at the end of this process. So what you're waiting for? That's what I gotta ask. All right. And Avalon in itself, as we've told you guys, we're not just building houses. Anybody could do that, right? Throw up a bunch of houses and then, there's no type of community feeling there. So we are creating the type of community that we would want to live in. All right. And no community is perfect by no stretch of the imagination. None is perfect. But at least if you want to get back to that point where you're going to live in a place that resembles something like what you grew up with back when you were a child, the homes are just a little bit more luxurious, yes, then Avalon is where you need to be. So I am looking forward to having you guys here in this community or maybe being part of our homeownership program. Go to the platforms again, the City of Avalon, GY.com, or FHIGY.com, or FabulousHomesInternational.com. If you need to reach us, you can always message 615-8740 or 671-7959, etc., or email us at info@FabulousHomesInternational.com, and we'll see you real soon. Happy 60th Independent Anniversary again, Guyana, and cheers to another 160 years of nothing but prosperity. Bye, y'all.
Arrowhead, I love my golden arrowhead. I don't think you heard me. I said arrowhead.